Professor Anuradha Banerjee, guest of honor, Professor Sabullah Khan, my brother, Professor Atiq Ahmed, Dr. Mumtaz, Dr. Fatma Meher Sultana, in absentia, Professor Shah Fazal, Chairperson of the department, faculty members, former chairperson, research scholars, and my dear students. Assalamu alaikum and Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I will take a little more time than Asan Bhai did. Probably Asan Bhai is more of a man of action than words, but being a woman, I have to be a woman of words, right? We are infamous for talking a lot. So give me an opportunity to talk to you a little more than my predecessor. I will divide my short address to you in three parts. First and foremost, the homage that I want to pay to this department of the university, which has a national fame, and the legends that have gone into making this department. This is one of the oldest departments of the university, and it traces back its origin to the days of MAO College. This was once considered to be one of the finest, and I think still it's considered to be one of the finest seats of learning in geography. This is one department which is equally relevant to social sciences. You are having a seminar with ICSSR as well as to sciences. You are counted to be as part of the faculty of science. And it takes me, whenever I come here, I never fail to mention, it takes me back to the academic session 1995-96, which was my first year in this university as a master's student, and under the patronship of the great stalwart Professor Muhammad Shafi. This department had organized a conference on pollution, population, and poverty. Until then, a student of biological sciences had no idea how population, poverty, and pollution are interconnected. But I attended the conference ardently here, coming here every day. Professor Aba Lakshmi Singh was here during those days, and I met people like Professor Savindra Singh from the Geography Department at Allahabad University, and they were surprised as to why a master's student is attending a conference, and that too so religiously. But some important concepts which went into making me the environmentalist and the woman activist that I am today, and an educationist that I am today, was shared with me in that conference. Professor Shafi said, growth can never be finite because resources are not infinite. And I believe when today we are talking about climate, sustainability, and then we're linking gender equality and of course employability in this conference here, we have to keep that in mind, that the earth and its resources given to us are finite in nature. So when there is logistic growth in one, you cannot expect exponential growth in the other. As very rightly pointed out by Professor Sabullah Khan, this is the age of the multidisciplinary. You have decided to ponder upon issues of climate and sustainability vis-a-vis gender equity. I have just one thing to say about this. If we achieve gender equity, we will automatically achieve sustainability, and we would have already done the required climate action. We would have already mitigated global warming and combated climate change. There are very many theories in ecofeminism which have been proven and which have been tested that women have a different way of looking at nature and its resources and biodiversity, and they have a caring attitude by which the kind of well-being of mankind without compromising which we want to attain sustainability can be achieved. My dear friends, we are in the backdrop of the National Education Policy. I'm representing the UGC MMTDC here, the Teacher Training Center. We have been investing, the Government of India, the Ministry of Education has been investing great deal in making aware and sensitizing the teachers towards the National Education Policy. What transformative changes this policy aims to bring, how the new age higher education system in which our students and research scholars will open their eyes for a career will be very different from how we have known it. We cannot detest that change, we cannot resist that change because change is the only constant. As students of geography, you know very well, and the faculty members will bear me out. All that we can do is to adapt to that change. It might be a change for good. And one of the important areas of the NEP orientation and sensitization is multidisciplinarity and holistic education. Multidisciplinarity because it has very rightly been said that new knowledge exists at the intersection of two disciplines. And recently, the Oxford University has launched a very different kind of resource which is called Intersections. You can check it, you can actually write for it. So far, they have brought 6 such editions, and every year they add new content to it twice. It's called Oxford Intersections, and what they have done is they have chosen subjects like racism, subjects like food security, and this time the new edition is aimed to be on climate. Now, why they are not calling it a new journal? They must be having a lot of publications. They have the OUP, yet they are creating and maintaining this as an online resource because they have come to understand that real life problems, the real grassroots level problems, they need a multidisciplinary approach. And unless and until there is a multidisciplinary approach, there will be addition and addition of literature, one over another, but no actual solution being reached to the ground level real life problem. Climate is one area where time is short, where very soon we will be crossing the planetary boundaries. We will have run the planet overshoot day, and we will have made irreparable damage to the earth, its natural resources, and its biodiversity. So Oxford Intersections wants policymakers, decision makers, academics, scientists, even people from the faiths and faith-based communities of the world to come forward and bring solutions from their perspective to problems like climate and food security and racism, because it happens to be everybody's business. So, what I want to say from here is that it's wonderful that you have done research, you have produced. I'm sure Asad Bhai is the better person to evaluate a research whether it's excellent or not. He's my resource person also on research excellence. But given the traditions of excellence in the geography department, I'm sure the research you have produced here must be excellent. That you have done it in order to solve a multidisciplinary problem. You have done it to include gender equity with climate change and find ways of better employment in Viksit Bharat. तो मैडम आप अलीगढ़ आई हैं और यहाँ के की एक खासियत ये है कि हर पेड़ के नीचे एक शायर मिलेगा आपको. तो मैं जाहिर है it's a very very academic platform, but I would like to give one उर्दू शेर आपकी नजर, और इसके बगैर शायद अलीगढ़ की जो विजिट है वो अधूरी रहती है. विकसित भारत के लिए मेरे पास एक नारा है, एक शेर है, जो विकसित भारत के ज्ञान विज्ञान समाज सब पे आप इसका निफाज कर सकते हैं। मैं समाज की भी बात कर रही हूँ। जावेद अख्तर का शेर है, चमन में इख्तलाते रंग बू से है रौनक, रंग बू इख्तलाफ मिक्स, हैप्पी मिक्स। चमन में इख्तलाते रंग बू से है रौनक, हम ही हम हैं तो हम क्या हैं, और तुम ही तुम हो तो तुम क्या हो। थैंक यू वेरी मच।